Oh, Donovan's got research.
Yeah, I've got some numbers for this one. It's a sad story.
It is a sad story. I thought that some of my suggestions were worse, but then Donovan came in and was like, "Nope, this is the story."
That's some journalism-ass journalism right there, Donovan. I like that.
He's like, "Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to Steam charts and I'm gonna make you set."
Yeah, you pull up Steam and just cry.
I was just like, "Damn, you made Outriders look not dead." Congratulations, Donovan. I had no idea.
Story.
I came in this morning. I came into Slack and I was like, "I got it, guys. I did
You're
my
strutting
research."
that.
I was scrolling down my Steam library and I came across Outriders and I was like, "Well, that game's dead." But no, Donovan off the top rope is like, bam, over the head with the steel chair, and I'm like, I did not see this coming. But we're back. We're back here to give. It's a weird award, right? The Quietest Lobby is a weird Shacknews award. We're not trying to be mean here. This is about a game that is a multiplayer game that we wish had more players, and it doesn't. So I'll let you kick it off, Donovan. It seems like you feel strongly about it.
Oh, of course. Let me tell you about a little game called Hood, Outlaws, and Legends, which was released back in May of this year. It's a PvPvE game, kind of high-style thing where you and like a group of friends, you invade a fortress. You got to do a lot of stealth because there's a bunch of NPC enemies, but there's also another player team of 4 on the other side trying to get to the same treasure in the same castle or fort or base, and you butt heads, and it's you all trying to like pull off the same heist and stop the other one. And there's different classes of characters. They have different abilities. There's like the archer, there's a brute kind of character, and it's pretty fun. It's one of those games that kind of launched in a very barebones state. There's only a few maps, not that many characters, but I gave it an 8 out of 10. Thought it was really decent. In the last 30 days, that game has averaged 16 players on Steam, according to Steam charts. And it hasn't had triple digits since September. It had 1,600 back in May when it launched. That's one quiet-ass lobby, if I've ever seen one. For a game that I would argue isn't bad.
It has 4
Yeah,
teams.
literally. Yeah, quite literally. There's 4 teams that are just playing with each other, and they're probably all best friends at this point. I mean, of course... the game is on Xbox and PlayStation too, so there's definitely way more than 16 people playing it. But from the data we have to look at, that is a very small lobby for a game that deserves a little bit more than that. I mean, there's much worse games with more players than that.
There are at least 38 people playing it across all consoles.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so like that's a solid nomination there, Donovan. One that came to my mind was Outriders, which it had thousands of players at launch, and it's really kind of fallen off a cliff. The other one that came to mind was Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which had all that marketing buzz behind it. 12,000 concurrents on Steam, and it's dropped into the low triple digits, the high double digits on Steam these days. So, but to our point, to the nature of this category, it needs to be a game that we like. That we feel bad about. And I don't really like Outriders that much. It's not that bad of a game, but I just feel like, to TJ's point, the end game gets very grindy and blah. But they did issue an expansion a few months ago, and they saw an uptick in players. But yeah, Nickelodeon. Does anyone still play that game on our staff?
No.
And is there why? I guess would be the question.
It's so undercut.
I don't know.
Like you have to give me a reason to stop playing Smash. You have to give me a reason. Like, what is the reason for me to play this platform fighter over this platform fighter? Like, I think that's the big problem.
So you're making that screen time argument.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to stop playing this very polished game with all my favorite characters to play this less polished game that's super fast. Like, I don't know if you guys played it much, but the pace of play is incredibly fast. And there's some straight up broken characters in the game still.
That's an issue right there.
Even Donovan's review,
like it.
Even Donovan's
why
review
I
is
don't
soulless.
like it.
There's no sound effects. The music's all generic. Like it's just
No
there's
VO.
no VO. Like
Yeah,
it's just
how do you ship with
VO.
no VO?
Right?
Especially
You
when
have
you're
some of the
gonna use
most
these iconic characters.
Yeah.
budget.
You have some
Yeah.
of the most beloved
Honestly.
characters in animation, and they're just silent.
It's budget
Publisher
because those are
doesn't
iconic
care, why
characters.
should
Yeah.
I?
It feels like a game that should have been in beta or early access for a year, and then had some people actually testing and playing on like a, as part of their marketing team before even putting it out there like this. To be honest,
Yeah.
Roddy did an interview
even
with
that
the Smash
speaks to
player.
yeah.
I think it all speaks to the budget. Like, it's very clearly a low budget game, which like isn't inherently a bad thing, but it just really shows with Nick All-Star Brawl. Just it's very like TJ said, undercooked. From a production standpoint, just quality of life, the gameplay, all of
To
it
Greg's
feels
point,
very
the
smooth.
#1 player in the world, Void, who's like a video game savant, he, given the opportunity to compete at main stage in Nickelodeon Brawl, passed. Just said, nah, I'm not even going to compete in this, like, maybe one of the largest money tournaments for this game ever in its history. That says something about the game when the best player in the world doesn't even want to play it. It reminds me of when we saw Claus, the back-to-back QuakeCon champion, just stopped playing Quake Champions, and now he's an Apex streamer. It's a kind of similar to that. Speaking of dead games, but yeah, that's a bummer. But like, I guess I bring it up because I wanted it to be fun. Like
I wanted
think,
it to be super fun. I was looking forward to it.
yeah, like I wanted that to be an enjoyable game. I don't think I've played it since that first day that TJ and I streamed it. Like it was a bad experience, and it goes beyond the presentation stuff. Like I think the core gameplay is just not fun, and it's, to Greg's point, it's not Smash like. It's not like Ultimate, and it's not like Melee. They should have known it was going to be a failure. They put Brawl in the title, but no.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Ozzy. I guess you like tripping for no reason.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm glad those days are over.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. So yeah, I guess it's really down to Donovan's nomination and Outriders and Nick.
Well, I've got one I'd like to nominate.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you about a little game called Destruction All Stars, which
Oh God, that came out this year?
It came out in February. That game is something that should have been awesome. It's a demolition derby. You start off in an arena. You start off on foot. You got to find a car yourself. So, and as soon as you get in a car, you just try and run down as many cars and run over as many people as possible. That game is fun as hell. And in 3 months, they're filling it with bots because nobody's playing it. And you know why? Because nobody can get a PS5. Well, what good is offering it for free on PS Plus if nobody has your damn console?
That's a very valid
And
point.
the destruction is back.
What was that, Chris?
When you make contact with the other car, it just changes the car model into black and shoots sparks.
Ouch. I just remember having like
Burnout was never cool.
I just remember having a blast with my limited time on All Stars, and I was so bummed out by like the second month when I'm like, there's nobody playing. I couldn't find anybody in a lobby within like 2-3 weeks. Yeah. I was like, all right, so I'm not gonna waste my time with this anymore. Which is sad.
Literally, I forgot that game existed till you mentioned it, Ozzy.
Oh no, I have not forgotten.
I was like, I remember that being like last year's PS5 reveal. That was like one of their bigger trailers that they showed off, right?
Yeah, and then they
like,
delayed it.
This kind of looks like Rocket League or something, and it's like, no,
they were counting on it. They were counting on it being like Rocket League, but like they released it like a few months into the PS5 cycle, where nobody can get the console, so nobody can actually get into this game. And by the
best argument for Quietest Lobby is that you forgot that game existed.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And like by the time people started getting PS5s, like I think it's going for like what, $20-$30, and why are you going to pay $20-$30 for a game that nobody's playing?
But at the end of the day, Ozzy, do you like the game?
Absolutely.
If there were people playing it, you would play it?
Totally.
So this definitely sounds like Quake Champions to me. Okay.
Yeah, I like Destruction All Stars a lot too. Like the pageantry of that game was just silly and over the top and really fun. I like the characters a lot. I like the cars a lot, and the fact of the matter is, like, there was a rumor earlier that, like, I think it was this season where that PlayStation might be reviving the Twisted Metal series. And that they might put that developer behind it. And I got giddy over that because I remembered playing the heck out of Destruction All Stars. And I'm like, yes, give these guys the rub.
Don't you think that if they just didn't make Destruction All Stars and made a Twisted Metal game, just slapped the Twisted Metal IP on this, that it would have been more of a success?
More of a success, yeah. But that style of game has really fallen out of vogue.
Yeah. Do you mean the Twisted Metal style games in general?
Yeah, car combat stuff. That is like so PlayStation 1 and 2 era. I think it would have been more of a success, but we would be nominating a Twisted Metal game for this category.
I think it goes to how Demolition Derby is like the weakest part of Wreckfest. Like, it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
I love the Carnado mode where you actually like build up points by wrecking other vehicles and then try to get it into the vortex before anyone can wreck you and lose you your points. I really thought that was a fun and interesting mode.
They have cool ideas, like, and it's just a shame that I think if this had come out like maybe a year later, once more people had adopted the console, I think it has a better chance. But this thing got trotted out to die, and that's just sad.
Do you think it can turn itself around? Because eventually,
no, I think it's too late.
You think it's just it came and went?
Yeah.
That's a good nomination, man. Because I honestly completely forgot about its existence. And
I remember when I found a PS5 last year off of this really sketchy website. It was a bundle that included Miles Morales, Demon Souls, and Destruction All Stars. And I just remember looking at that game and thinking, it looks cool, but
Demon Souls.
And then it got Demon Souls first of all, but then second it got delayed, and they gave me a PSN voucher for $60 instead. And I just remember thinking, like, this will probably go further. And now we're talking about, I'm talking about it here. I'm really glad I didn't get that game with my bundle.
I was so excited when they showed it off during the announcement because I was thinking that somebody was going to take the power of the new console to let me smash cars together in a new way I've never seen, or a better way. And then I got a code for the game when I was reviewing the PS5, although I guess they delayed it after this, but you could have shot me in the face with a gun after 5 minutes of that game and I would have been less disappointed than I was with the game. After seeing how it worked when it was, in practice, it just kind of felt like a vehicle for selling skins for all the characters.
But I will say the battle pass is kind of shit. I will say that
it was wretched. Like, you have all these cool characters, and all you do is give them a couple different colors, and then like a couple decals. There was the cosmetics for that game could have been so good, and they were so bad.
Okay, well, I think. Anyone else have a nomination here?
Yes.
Sam has a nomination.
Yes. I've got two, if that's all right, if I may.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, we got Knockout City. On Steam, it's sitting at 177 players over the past 18 minutes. Past day, it's 260. When I played it the other day, I got matched up against bots, and there was one other bloke on my team. And I'm like, this game is really cool, but whether it's because I'm in Australia, there just weren't a lot of people there, to play. But the other one, this is way out of left field, but if I could tell you guys about Lemnis Gate, which came out this year in August, it is a arena shooter, 1v1 or 2v2, but it's turn-based. You take turns. You play for 25 seconds, and you go and do the objective, whether it's like destroy or hold a point or whatever, and then time reverses, and then it's the other person's turn. And they can go into the arena and then either kill you because your actions play back out, right? And it's this turn-based where you take turns going in and reacting to what the other person has just did. And so your actions play through on this 25-second loop. And there's currently like 17 people playing it and 20 people playing it today. But I've had a lot of fun with that game. Like, one interaction, I spawned in as the sniper class, and I went and I was sniping, right? missed a couple of shots, and then it was the enemy's turn, and they killed me. And then it was my turn. I got back in, but then accidentally ran in front of my own self and sniped myself in the back of the head because I got in the way of my own loop. And it's just one of these games that I wish there was more people playing because it's ingenious. It's
Chris,
really
didn't you do hands-on with that, Chris?
Yeah, I did a preview for it, but I didn't have enough people to play, so nobody ever left the other side's base. I guess
sounds like that problem never went away.
They also, I just also didn't know about the time stuff until after I'd played for about an hour. It wasn't explained ahead of time. I thought it was. They just told us it was team deathmatch, and they would relay our comments to the devs.
Yeah, it's actually gotten decent reviews
PR.
from users on Steam. Like it's not a disliked game. It's just that it's not played by enough people for it to thrive. And games like this need communities to live, and it just doesn't have one. So that's a good nomination. Knockout City. Like we're talking about a game. Like we're talking about games that have like teens level of concurrence here. So like, I would definitely think. What the hell was that game, Ozzy? Destruction All Star. I can't even remember the name.
You can't even remember it.
I can't. It's like whatever Synapse needs to fire for me to remember Destruction All Stars. It's
also like such an incredibly generic name. Too,
right? It's like video game, the game.
Yeah.
But
the word All Star in your game, or the words All Star, seem to be cursed.
Yeah, 2 games were cursed this year for doing that.
Destruction Smash Mouth. Actually, Destruction Smash Mouth would have been a better game.
Destruction Smash Mouth actually sounds good.
Is that just a game where we all beat up Smash Mouth?
I can get behind that.
I think randomly inserting mouth into any game's title probably makes it better.
Oh no,
I agree.
Guilty Gear Mouth.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Tetris Mouth. Like, what is that?
Mouthtris.
Is it teeth? Like, I don't know.
Mouth Horizon 5.
Yeah,
you're on something here, Krebs.
Yeah. Mouth Soul, Sam. Think of it. Mouth Soul.
Mouth Infinite.
Some dangerous territory we're playing in here.
I know. Okay, so let's get back to Quietest Lobby. That's a very good point.
I think we're ready to vote. I think we're ready to vote. Are we ready to vote?
Yeah, I think we're ready to vote. Let's
Where in my mouth is Carmen Sandiego.
Okay, let's start with
and we've gotten there. There we go.
Overruled.
And there it is.
Out of order. Out of order. Overruled.
Gavel.
Mouth invaders.
Okay, enough. Let's vote.
All right.
Quietest Lobby.
I'll kick it off. Sam's nomination for Lemnis Gate sounds like a game I would really love to play. So that gets my nomination.
Okay, so we got one for Lemnis Gate.
I'm going to put my vote down for Lemnis Gate as well. I think it's something that we would have a lot of fun playing.
And it sounds like if we all got in there, we would quadruple the player count.
We would. It would double.
Just imagine being the dev just sitting there watching it and be like, guys, you just tripled our active players.
Yep.
Oh, that's
we're jumping around here. Sam voted. Denny, what you got?
Sorry.
This is tough because I did like seeing some of like the Lemnis Gate clips and stuff on the timeline. It looked like it might be fun. But Destruction All Star is also like a game that if it had, a bit more of following and people actually had a console, it could have blown up like a Knockout City type of deal in a lot of situations with the right crowd around it. So I think I'll go with Destruction All Stars. I'll give them some love.
Donovan, are you sticking with Hood Outlaws?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Hood. I stand by the 8 out of 10. It's a good game. 16 people are playing it. There are more people that live in my building than there are playing Hood Outlaws and Legends on Steam. So that's pretty sad.
That's so brutal. I feel bad. I feel bad for those now. Okay, sorry, Hood Outlaws. Whatever. Greg, what you got?
Yeah, Hood Outlaws. I played that game after I made Donovan do a video review for it, or signed him a video to do a review for it. And it is a really fun, interesting game that has a lot of neat concepts, and it should have done way better than it did.
Why do you think it didn't do well?
Because they didn't retweet our review. Maybe that's one reason.
Good point, Greg.
No, I don't.
Good.
I think that because I think like team-centric games, especially asymmetrical team, when it's 4v4 and PvE, like you need a big going in there as a so like what they call them, a pug. Like it's up very hard, and you can like it snowballs really easily if you don't know what you're doing or your teammates are messing around, especially when you need because it involves so much teamwork.
I was gonna say asymmetric multiplayer games almost always fail.
Yeah.
It's very rare for an asymmetric multiplayer game to be like a hit, and I think it's a risk that devs should realize they're taking when they make one of those kinds of games.
I mean, I think it's better than Hunt because Hunt's like you're in the middle of in a fight and then you just start getting shot in the back by another team and it's really annoying. In this game, you actually can like plan and have time to react, and there's not as much like back ganking as there is in Hunt, and that's what makes it a little bit better in my opinion. But yeah, Hood, it should be better.
You saying Hunt Showdown, Greg?
Yeah.
You talking smack about my Hunt?
Let it go, Sam.
That's all their face.
If I wanted to get shot in the back, I would just play Battle Royale.
DJ,
you don't have to run into the glowy gold, Greg. You can wait and let someone else run in and you shoot them in the back.
I don't like wait, and yeah, that's it. There you go. There's the.
Okay, TJ.
I gotta go with Destruction All Stars. I really liked the end product once they got to 1.0. I really thought they had something interesting with the way they presented car combat as like a game show type thing.
Yeah.
And I really hope that Lucid Games gets another chance at PlayStation because I think that they can do something awesome.
Ozzy, you nominated Destruction All Stars. You voted
Yeah,
for it?
and I'm staying with it. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it fares better if it's on PC, but I would say that if it's on PC, we would have gotten some fun shack battles out of it, if nothing else.
Yeah. Bill.
Good. Outlaws. I remember actually pinging Donovan because I was quite interested in that. It seemed like something that I'd be into, and then I forgot that was a thing until Donovan came in with the steel chair from the top rope today. So,
Sam.
Lemnis Gate.
You already voted for it.
Yeah, sorry, I did. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. Blake.
Oh man, Donovan got me with that more people in his apartment line.
It's true.
I was like, oh, that I feel that. I was like, oh man, that my heart bleeds for Hood Outlaws.
I feel compelled to vote for Destruction All Stars here because I completely forgot it existed.
You keep forgetting the game's name every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I can't even remember the name of it. It's undeniably a quiet lobby, but on paper, I should like this game. Like I love car games. Yeah. I love blowing stuff up, and I love multiplayer games. Like I should be this player. I feel like I'm part of the problem here, so I'm gonna vote for Destruction All Stars.
I played Destruction All Stars a little bit when it came out, and like that's the problem is I love those games too, and I like mad out on it like super quick.
Hey Chris, you have to vote here, buddy.
Donovan made a believer out of me. I vote for Hood, Outlaws, and Legends.
Yep.
Can I just say that there's a good chance that at our peak we had more Shack Pets beta testers than Hood has players right now?
I mean, we're a mobile app. It's a little easier to get users than.
Okay, but still, like,
I don't. This is not meant to throw shade. We just want to play your game. That's all it's about here.
We want more people playing your game. I don't want
to. We probably won't, but we want to.
Your game.
Like, create buzz around the game. This is what this is supposed to do.
How about Christmas morning? We all wake up and we play Hood Outlaws together, and they just make their like Christmas day.
No,
what do you say?
Humbug.
No, awesome.
Our player base is up 200%.
Oh my god. Okay.
Tiny Tim.
This is congratulations.
Your heart grew 3 sizes that day, and so did your player count.
What's worse, winning Quietest Lobby or losing Quietest Lobby?
Losing.
Losing has to be worse. Right? Like if you're Destruction All Stars and you were this close to a Shacknews award and you didn't get it and you lost to a game with 16 players, that's worse. That's gotta be worse. And
yeah, it's rough.
I'm sorry to those devs too. Like, oh, okay, that's it. Donald, what's the name of this game?
Oh God!
Hood Outlaws and Legends.
Okay, Hood, Outlaws, and Legends is our Quietest Lobby.
Gavel.
2021.
Gavel,
The most
gavel.
dubious of Shacknews awards.
Congratulations.